Hey, family. Well, in this episode, we're going to dive in or take a deeper dive into the journey of an actress exploring the stories that shaped her perspective on life. We'll uncover the secrets of her Pilates practice and how it aligns with her mission to spread positivity. And of course, we'll learn more about the dynamics of being a supportive wife of a former NFL player and dedicated mom to two energetic boys. So keep watching so you can be inspired by this amazing powerhouse. So let's get started. Hi, and welcome back to Woman's Heart Podcast, a wellness and lifestyle podcast. I am so excited you're joining me for another empowering message because today we truly are inspired to have a guest on the show, Teko Campbell. Teko Campbell is an actress, certified Pilates instructor, wife to a former NFL player, mother of two amazing active boys, and her life's passion is to bring people together and enjoy love, peace, and happiness. So think of me as your chief encouragement officer, bringing you firsthand expertise from a community impact leader and entrepreneur who's committed to fostering love and happiness as she brings the community together. Welcome to the show, Teko.
Thank you so much for saying that to me. I'm so excited.
And we're excited to have you join us today. So let's just jump. I'm looking forward to you sharing all your wisdom and gold nuggets with us. So let's just jump on in. So why don't you tell us who you are from your heart and what makes you get up in the morning?
Who I am from my heart. Well, you said a little bit just from my bio. It's just someone who has a lot of love in their heart. And with that love, there comes a lot of peace and a lot of joy. Now, was it always there? No, it was not. Of course, there's a lot of trials that you go through, then to come out on the other side to realize what is it all about. And once I realized that, my movement every day is to be and is to show, possess, give out to everyone love, peace, and happiness.
I
That
love
gets
that.
me every day because I mean, I understand. I'm not perfect. I understand life. We all go through things, but if we understand and know that on the other side there can be something good and there's something to look forward to, you just have to keep that in your mind no matter what. And I try to lead with that. I try to lead with that.
I love that. I love that. So with that said, I would love to take even a deeper dive into how, your diverse background as an actress, a certified Pilates instructor, and family woman. How has that shaped your perspective on life and influenced your journey? Because you have a journey, like you said, everybody goes through something. So everybody has a journey. How did you even get into the whole Pilates instructor side? And the actress stuff. How did your life start to transpire into all of this greatness?
Oh, it's so funny because you of course, like being an NFL wife, like all of the attention is on the NFL. We have been together for 20 years, married for 16. And I'm just appreciative. Thank you so much. I'm so appreciative and grateful to just be able to have a mental space to be able to stand on a ground where, I know who I am. I know what my worth is. I can allow somebody to be them, but then also I would like that same, respect, So, we've had discussions over the years and it came to a place where there was recognition for me, like, okay, I've had all this time, let me give you your time.
Right.
And once that came about, in our relationship, it just opened up so much for me to then, pursue my acting. So I went to acting school, got a lot of different things out of that. And then from there, it just started, little things started forming in my head, like going to different places like spas and stuff and being like, oh my gosh, I love working out, what is the best workout for me. And I went through all of them, honey. When I tell you I did
You
all
had to
kind of
find
training.
you had to find your flow. You like, look,
I had to find my flow. And I literally, Pilates was it. And the funny thing is, I have a 10-year-old, but when I was pregnant with my 10-year-old, that's when I discovered Pilates. That's when I first discovered Pilates. And it's been the love of my life since then. It is amazing, and it has opened up so many doors for me as well. So just incorporating those two things and just realizing, like, doing the acting first and then coming into Pilates, how they go hand in hand, to be able to command a group of people, speak to people, you know, the confidence. So I just, you know, in recognition of knowing the universe and the Lord and how things fall into place, I'm grateful, because I'm like, oh my gosh, I see it. I see it. And it's just like, you know, and I'm like very grateful. So that's how it, you know, kind of fell into place for me.
Awesome. I love that. That sounds like it definitely you found your flow. So I love that. So with you balancing a career in entertainment industry and being a certified Pilates instructor and managing a busy family, because we talked earlier and you were just dropping your son off at school. So having children is a lovely thing, but it keeps you busy. So with all of that, those challenges and, you know, with time commitments, how do you prioritize self-care and maintain a sense of balance with the variety of roles that you have?
I'm so grateful to my mother, for one, because I think that if you're not told and shown certain things throughout life, you can fall in some kind of groove that you try to figure out, like, oh my gosh, where am I at, and what am I supposed to do? But throughout life, my mom has always been like, you know, somebody like you, encouraging, dropping little gems and things like that, you know, and always saying, like, this might be too much, but even like with having a husband, she's like, you need to make sure you always keep some lingerie for your husband, you know, like little, just little stuff.
Keep it real, right?
Yes. So like, I appreciate her so much, because those little things, like, that she always dropped on me throughout life was able, you know, there's been times where I have been in a moment of like, oh gosh, what next? But then I can think back, you know, on her and how she moved, or what she told me, you know, that I can like reflect and say, oh, you know what? I am this person. Deep down inside, I know who I am. Let's go do this.
Right.
Let's go try this. You know, it might not be what it is, but I tried it, you know.
Right.
So
that's right.
And so that for me helps me with just knowing, like, okay, with self-care, if there is a moment of even 30 minutes that I can have, or I find time, I will draw me a bubble bath. Anything could be self-care.
We are kindred spirits. That is my thing too. When you said bubble bath, my mind just perked up. I was like, that's what I do. I love that.
There is no limit to self-care. Like,
it isn't.
If you want a bowl of ice cream with whipped cream on top,
go do that.
If that's your self-care, like, of course, moderation.
Right. You don't be trying to do that every day. And then you're like, oh, I gained 10 pounds. Well, yeah, no, we're not talking about that.
Don't deprive yourself, but also, you know, have boundaries with yourself where, you know, like, okay, I just really need this. This will make me happy today, right? But then get back on track if it's something a little crazy. But like, there's no limit to me for self-care. You have to do what makes you happy.
Exactly. Not what other people think you should do, but what makes you happy, like at the core. So I love that. So as a wife, though, we'll switch gears a little bit. As a wife of a former NFL player, how has the experience of being part of the sports world influenced your outlook on teamwork, perseverance, and the importance of positive mindset?
Oh my gosh, like, tremendously. I will definitely accredit, like, so my husband played for a couple of teams, but being
Mhm.
here in Virginia and him being, the longest standing team here with, at the time it was the Redskins, now the
Mhm.
Commanders.
Right, right.
He was playing during the second regime of Joe Gibbs, and that coach
Oh,
was
okay.
very specific about family oriented lifestyle, like
Mhm.
togetherness, and it just exuded throughout the whole team, like
Mhm.
the importance of family, the importance of togetherness, the, like you said, just teamwork, you
Right.
know, and just like it goes back to what I said before, like I allowed, or I don't, want to say it necessarily like that, but like it's a balance of life. Like that was his
Right.
time, and I came in
Mhm.
on his time. So,
I love that.
I was very intuitive to what he was doing and
Mhm.
everything. And then when the moment came that he was done with that, just being able to have those conversations of like, okay, teamwork, you had your moment. Can I have mine
Right.
now? And
Support,
him
support. Mhm.
support and him understanding that because he comes from that background.
Mhm.
I mean, uh, I actually am grateful for him coming from that background because he understands like teamwork. And
Mhm.
I now understand, or learning through him being in the NFL what teamwork is, right?
Mhm.
So,
Yeah, yeah.
and it's a teamwork is a lot of things. It can
Yeah,
be
and teamwork
compromised.
within the marriage, just what you just said, teamwork makes the dream work. So he had
Exactly.
supported him. Now it's your time, and he supports you, and that's how it works to get the best
Yeah,
balance as possible. You know.
exactly. And that's important to me. I mean, life without balance is scary to me.
Right, right. Because when it's out of balance, you feel it. Your body feels it. Your spirit feels it. So yeah. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
awesome. I love that. So your life's passion revolves around bringing people together to enjoy love, peace, and happiness. So how do you incorporate this passion into your daily life, like both personally and professionally, with the Pilates and and your family? How do you incorporate that?
um Affirmation. I'm
Okay.
very strong on affirming, like even when I'm in the car taking my kids to
Mm-hmm.
school, they are getting like I put on these affirmations
Mm-hmm.
from the beautiful chorus. I am obsessed with
Mm.
them,
Okay.
and their chants,
Mm-hmm.
like um I am happy, I am loved, like all those things, like
All the good stuff to make you feel good, right?
so they
I
can
love-
go. My boys could go into school
Mhm.
happy, knowing and having that black boy joy. That's important
Yeah,
to me.
yeah.
Okay, and then when I go to work, it's the same thing. Anybody I'm around, they
Mhm.
tell me that they're gonna know, like you have such a beautiful spirit. That's my mission, right?
Mhm.
That's my mission. If you see it, thank you so much because that's what I want you to see.
Right,
Like
right.
to work, I teach when I teach my classes, I'm affirming them as well. I'm pumping them up. I'm giving
Mhm.
them everything they need to succeed in that class, right?
Mhm.
And
Right.
you're not gonna get a dull moment with me in there.
Love it.
So,
Like we can't wait to get to class because Tico's going to
yes,
inspire us. And
exactly,
that's what you want. You want
exactly.
people to want to come back for more, or at least know when they get in that space that they're going to feel like they belong there, because everybody wants to be valued, seen, and heard. And so it sounds like you're able to do that, and you curate the space for them to come into that. So that's good.
Yes, that I create the space. I love that. Yes.
That's awesome. So, being a mother of two active boys, as we spoke before, because they're busy, what lessons have you learned about fostering a loving and supportive family environment while nurturing their individual interests? Because, again, you're very busy, you're actress, you do Pilates, you're a community impact leader, you're leading in the community, and I'm sure you do some community impact with you're dealing with charities and things like that. So, being busy. So, how do you support that fostering loving environment?
Well, for one, just like we talked about, that word support is very important. And my kids are 5 years apart, so that can sometimes even make it more difficult because one is doing one thing totally different than the other, maybe. And so like right now, say for instance, my oldest is still in the football season because their high school football team is in the playoffs, which is great. And just being able to support him there, I know that Fridays, that Tuesday, because that's the game, everything, we come
You said that's
together,
his
family
game.
and friends.
I love
Yeah,
it.
like and I have to, like, it's important for me to know their schedules with these things because like that's what it is, it's a schedule. And I try not to have, like, I'm very specific about my schedule, like how I work, to how it, what projects I'm going to take. Like if the projects are during a time that I have stuff with them, I have to deny some projects. I've had to deny some
You have to learn
projects.
how to say no. I was telling somebody that the other
Yes.
day. A no is because you need to do a yes to something, family, community, something that's related to your core, right? So sometimes you gotta say no. It's okay.
And I had to work on myself with that, Miss Anna, like for real, because there was a moment where I was like, oh my God, I'm supposed to do everything, or
Right.
and I literally had to work with myself just on the simple fact of, like, first of all, that feeling of anxiousness you don't want to have.
Exactly.
It should just be able to fall into place. So that's not meant for you. Relax.
Right. And you be okay with it. And your blessings that are meant for you gonna come. You don't have to strive for it. You don't have to go running after it. It's gonna come to you. It's aligned to the universe, right? God knows when he's gonna drop in your lap. So you just have to be open. I always tell people, be open to the blessing today, because you don't even know what you're gonna get blessed with, but be open to it, right?
Yes, that's the truth. You don't know. You don't. And if that came along that time, something else gonna come.
Exactly. And and learning to let go of the thing, right? Because you get disappointed. Oh, that didn't happen like I thought it was. Well, it wasn't supposed to.
Yeah.
That's a learned skill though. That's not something you learn
Isn't
overnight.
it?
That's a
Isn't
process.
it? Isn't it? I'm telling you, it is a process. Woo.
Truly
Yes.
is. So with your background, Teko, in acting, how do you believe the storytelling in the arts has been a powerful tool for you inspiring positive change in connecting people? Because you said earlier, well, I have that training, so you have the confidence in front of people, you know how to talk to people. How is that really inspired to help you with that?
Because first and foremost, I am the type of person that I recognize that false fatigue gets you nowhere. So I like to keep it 100% real in everything I do. So when I'm teaching, or even when I'm acting, of course, like, I'm giving you the most rawest, vulnerable me, right? And I feel that people connect to that, especially these days. Like, I can't tell you how many times I have people come into my class, and whatever they are dealing with that day, year, month, hour, minute, second, it is written all over their face. I know it immediately. And by the time they are done, it is, they have a different perspective. That situation might not be as heavy burden on them as it was when they first came in the door, for the class, because I'm going to let you know, like, this space, leave that out the door. We're coming here to almost like rejoice, have a good time, let loose, let go, focus on yourself. That is important, because when you can focus on yourself, those trials and tribulations, they will be there, but you'll recognize, I feel, what is most important, and try to navigate through those difficulties. So I just try to give that of myself to people when I'm teaching or acting or just out and about regardless. And, you know, people tell me they can see that, like, you know, they're comfortable around me. They feel comfortable around me. And that's important to me because, you know, these days, there's not a lot of people that keep it real out there. You don't know what you're going to get with people. And that,
you don't know what mask they putting on, basically. You're like, okay, now you said this, but your actions showing differently. Yeah. So you gotta, and I love the fact that you create a space for women to come and probably you got some men in your class. Is it mostly women?
I got some men, honey, and they'd be happy to come in there too. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. So you create a space for people to fill up their cups. Yeah. So once they're filled up, they can go out and you know fill up someone else's cup. So I love that. That's awesome.
That is important to me. Thank you so much.
Yeah, yeah. So in your journey though, have there been any particular moments or challenges that you have significantly that you feel like that has significantly like shaped your approach to life and your passion for bringing people together?
Oh, most definitely. Just, you know, my parents are still living, but they're not married, and they have been divorced since I was 12. And I mean, that's a whole nother podcast story in itself.
Yeah,
but like,
it is.
you know, yeah, but yeah, like
my parents got divorced when I was young too. Yeah. So it impacts your life. It definitely does.
But you know, that just, you know, knowing that and recognizing, you know, because the age of 12, you might think is a young age, but I was able to see and understand a lot that now in my older age, I can look back and reflect and just, you know, recognize in my life how I want, you know, my life to go. And it is no easy, it's no easy task. It's no easy task. Life every day is something.
Yeah, as we're lifing, you know.
Lifing. And I actually wouldn't have it any other way because it's the life lessons that are, you know, once you come out on the other side, you're like, man, wow, you know. And I think that's important to be able to look back and be like,
oh, it's extremely important. I always say that, you know, there's a saying, you'll understand it better by and by. That's real. As you get more mature, you be like, oh, that's what mama meant. Oh, that's what they were trying to tell me. Yeah, right. So okay. It comes to true light as you keep living. Yeah, keep living. It comes to light. I love that. So Teko, you have how do you envision using your platform and your experiences to inspire others to pursue their passions and create kind of a life filled with love, peace, and happiness?
It's so funny that you said that because literally that is the two things that my passion is, the acting and the Pilates. Like through acting, just and I'm very blessed to be able to pick certain projects that have been meaningful to me. That, you know, that really speak to, you know, something that I might have went through, and I'm able to portray a character to where somebody can understand, like, oh my gosh, I was just like that, or I've been through something like that, right? So like I love to reach people like that.
I love that. That's awesome. And you have to have the platform to do it too.
Yes, yes.
The heart to want to do that. That's amazing. I love that. So I want you to share with us 3 specific tips you have for individuals seeking to find joy, fulfillment in their life.
Okay. 3 tips. Let's see. The first one I would honestly say is, and I know this one could be very hard for some, you know, but I really think that sitting with yourself sometimes in silence is important.
So meditating, is that what you're saying? Meditating, sitting with self,
reflecting,
mm-hmm.
you know, it could be things that come up that you did not like about yourself. Don't beat yourself up about it. It is something that is always correctable and able to work on. And I think that that's one thing that's very important. Like we were talking about the self-care. Oh my gosh.
So critical.
Very, very important. And the third one, which is something that is like for me makes me happy. Put on some music and dance.
Thank you. I love to do that. It just increases the energy in you, and it gets you going. So we kindred spirits. I let you do the hot bubble bath, you like to dance to the music, and I love hip hop, old school hip hop. So something, yes, anything by Earth, Wind, and Fire, I'll dance to that too. But yes, I understand.
Yes, like though, like for me, I literally just said what I do. I sit with myself, meditate, reflect. Like I said, it could be things that I did that I'm like, I was not happy when I did that. Oh, I shouldn't have done that.
Right. And how can you corrective action?
Yes.
Corrective action that you talk about, because, and not in a beat yourself up kind of way, but say, you know what? Going forward, I'm gonna do this. So, maybe that was good feedback from someone. I should listen to that person going forward, because I might need to change that or tweak this. So it's okay. That's how you get
better me. Yeah, exactly. Yep.
I love that. So Teko, it's been a pleasure having you on the show. Can you share with us any website or information for your Pilates class if some women in the area would like to participate or come on out and see you?
Well, I will say this. Right now I'm working with a company, but I do have something that is going to come up soon. So definitely if anybody just checks out my Instagram at Teko Campbell, they'll definitely see some things where they can, maybe join and sign up for some classes or retreats that they would love.
Yeah, because those retreats are coming up. You starting to develop a plan behind that. So strategically laying that thing out. I love that.
They are coming soon. So
awesome.
Yes, go to my Instagram at Teko Campbell, and you'll see something pop up. Click on it. Please come through.
And people can reach out to you. They can DM you in your DM from the Instagram. Okay, good, awesome. So I want to say that it has been a pleasure having you on the show. Now, you are a mom, actress, certified Pilates instructor, and wife. So what's next for you?
Tyler Perry.
You like, I'm going there. I'm gonna go. I love it.
Yes, listen. That was my first passion and goal. I didn't necessarily forget about it, but you're gonna put me on the show.
So make it happen. You got to manifest it. Think about it.
That's it. Come on. From your words to God's ears, right?
That's right. So how can that be asking yourself, how can I meet him? Who do I know that knows him? Or how can I get in that circle or in this space? Maybe go visit his campus out there in Atlanta. You never know. You never know.
You'll never know.
Absolutely. Well, it's been a pleasure having you on the show. And I want to thank you again for taking the time out of your busy schedule to share some of your awesome wisdom with us and your expertise. We appreciate you so much, community impact leader, and bringing love, peace, and joy into the world. So thank you.
Appreciate you.
Awesome. So as we wrap up, if you have enjoyed our time together, remember to like, share, and subscribe this podcast, and tell a friend, and mark your calendars for the annual vision board workshop that I do every year. It's scheduled for Thursday, December the 29th from 7 to 8:30. It is virtual, so you guys can jump on, and we always have some new stuff happening. And I give homework before we get to the vision board party, so you can have your word for the year and your theme song all picked out. It's kind of exciting. So for the listening audience, I want you to remember that as a confidence and master mindset coach, my passion lies in assisting women in discovering and embracing their inner strength. And I offer a range of services, including coaching, educational resources, training programs, empowerment workshops, and networking events for women all over the world. So if you want to hear more about that, you can email me at voemetoday@gmail.com, or you can hit the website on voicesoфencouragement.com. And until we meet again, Ephesians 4:1, walk worthy of the call for which you were called.